But you got to watch these new age nurses. You know, they come in here with bodysuits on and all kind of stuff. You're like, who you nursing for? I don't believe in all that. Don't you bring me nothing. You bring me nothing with a tight bodysuit on. What are you? Who you? Don't you know you serving the man or woman of God?
My previous focus may have been zeroed in on form-fitting outfits or hemlines that ride a little too high, but today I'm shifting the lens entirely. There's a whole other dimension that I believe many of us women are completely overlooking every single Sunday as we walk out that door headed to church. It's flying under the radar, and I'm on a mission to put it front and center, because you might not even realize it's slipping past you. So here's what we're going to do. I'm breaking down exactly what this pastor had to say, and then I'm coming in with my own take on what truly deserves our attention before we ever set foot outside on Sunday morning. But before we dive into these clips, do me a quick favor. Hit that like button and get this conversation in front of more people who need to hear it. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. All right, let's get into it.
I did say that because Easter fell on first Sunday. Y'all know we used to being in our uniforms and all of that, but because it fell on first Sunday, y'all don't have to do all of that. Just wear your little clothes or whatever. So the greeters don't have to put on all of the greeter clothes, and the nurses don't have to wear all white and they hat. I still like an old-fashioned nurse. I want to see all white with a little hat every now and then. I want to see white gloves and white stockings. I love it all. And give me them white nurse shoes. Y'all remember them shoes? I like it all. Oh, that's holy. That's holy. I like it. I like it. That's holy. But you got to watch these new age nurses. You know, they come in here with bodysuits on and all kind of stuff. You're like, who you nursing for? I don't believe in all that. Don't you bring me nothing. You bring me nothing with a tight bodysuit on. What are you? Who you? Don't you know you serving the man or woman of God? And you can't look any kind. Okay, you know what? Let me. That's for another day. I'm sorry. For another day. Because I'm old school. I believe if you're ministering and if you sing it, you should look a certain way. You up here singing. What's going on with you? How you singing with a onesie on? We worship you. You ain't worshiping nothing.
We're supposed to give him all the glory, but we don't have to show it all. Amen. 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 It's skim tight. It's giving skims.
Present your body. I know they don't like me. I'm sorry. They don't like me. Baby, I'll tell them in a minute, you ain't singing today.
Thank you.
I don't like that. That's just too distracted. You cannot draw the attention away from the people of God.
To know me is to know that I am not that modest like I once was, but today we're going to get it right for Jesus. When I say covered, I mean covered. This is a top that I bought from JCPenney's many years ago. It was actually a floor length dress that I got turned into a vest. Now I'm just doing this for demonstration purposes. I will not wear this fitted to church, but I just want to let you know what it can do. I just want you to see the blessings of God. Okay, so this is what we're going to do for God today. Get ready with us to go to church.
And I'm wearing, like I said, H&M top to bottom, and my Possulism glasses from Australia that I got. And I'm wearing my new bag, my new Coach bag.
Now, when y'all get y'all other pastor, y'all can do whatever y'all want to do. But as for me and my house, we're going to serve the Lord the right way. Amen. Because I don't think nothing wrong with being respectful. I might as well come up here and preach in a tank top then. Let me go on and put a tank top on and see how much you pay attention. You see what I'm saying? So it's certain things you just have to, you understand, get a grip of it, you know. And I tell folk in a minute, and if you want to do what you want to do, then you need to have a seat.
Now, that
and if you want
last
to
clip,
do what you want to do,
I
then you
actually
need to have a
stumbled
seat.
across it mid-production, and trust me, we are absolutely getting into it. But first, let me lay down what I originally came here to address. We've already had the conversation about the micro minis, the barely there skirts, the outfits that leave little to the imagination. You've seen me touch on all of that. We've talked about dresses that are hugging every single curve in ways that just aren't appropriate for the sanctuary. But here's what I have yet to pull back the curtain on. What's happening underneath those outfits? The foundation, the undergarments. Because here's the reality. A lot of us are out here shopping on Temu, Shein, Fashion Nova, and all those other sites. And baby, some of those fabrics are paper thin. And maybe you walked into a department store, picked up something you were convinced was going to be everything, and honestly, it might be. The issue isn't always the outfit itself. The issue is what you chose to put underneath it, or rather, what you didn't. Your underwear line should not be making a public appearance, period. That's precisely why our grandmother swore by slips, and honestly, I wish we bring that era back. And listen, as we get older, things shift, bodies change, and sometimes it has nothing to do with age. Sometimes we've just been enjoying life a little too generously at the dinner table, and certain areas have gotten a little more generous in return. But here's the good news. They make things specifically designed to smooth, tuck, and pull everything together seamlessly. Fajas, Spanx, shapewear of every variety. Use them. And I want to be crystal clear. This is not about shame. This is not about making you feel bad about your body, your curves, your rolls, your lumps, your bumps. I have my own collection, so we are not doing that here. What I am saying is that the right undergarments elevate the entire look, especially when the fabric is thin, and especially when it's white. Which actually brings me to the ushers and the nurses in their white uniforms. This conversation applies to you tenfold. What you wear underneath that white outfit matters enormously. A lot of women genuinely have no idea what they look like from the back, from the side, or even head on. And I'm bringing this up out of love, not judgment. Church is typically 2 hours. 2 hours. You can endure a little compression for 2 hours. Go get the shapewear. Your whole presentation will thank you. Now, let's pivot to the men, because somebody in the comments has been asking me to go there, and that last clip gave me the perfect opening. I'll be honest, I don't often see men showing up to church in completely outrageous outfits, but those pants, sometimes they are far too tight, and we are going to acknowledge that. But this clip was something else entirely. You've got two men who seem to have a very particular sense of identity, and I'm not here to make any assumptions about who they are as people. I don't know them. What I do know is that one of them walked into the house of God with no shirt under his suit jacket. Now, yes, he mentioned in the video that he hadn't planned on attending church that day. But sir, someone in that building had a shirt. You could have borrowed one. The pastor made the point perfectly. If he stepped into that pulpit in a tank top, eyebrows would hit the ceiling. And that's the exact same energy the congregation carries when someone is walking the aisles with everything bouncing around, fabric so sheer we can identify your underwear brand, color, cut, and where every elastic band sits. None of that belongs in the church. And a man walking in with his chest fully exposed, I don't know what kind of establishment he thought he was entering. But you saw what happened when that usher handed that woman a cloth to cover her legs. That man would have had one tied around his neck. It's simply not appropriate. And this is exactly where the whole come as you are theology got hijacked. That phrase was never, not once, about your wardrobe. It was about the condition of your heart. It was God saying, come broken, come sinful, come struggling, come in the middle of your mess. I still want you. The moment we applied that to what we physically put on our bodies, the door swung wide open and people walked all the way through it. You give people an inch, they will stretch it into a mile every single time. So men, unless that suit jacket is buttoned all the way up to your collarbone, there needs to be a shirt underneath it. That's my stance, and I'm standing in it. I've given you my thoughts on the women. I've given you my thoughts on the men. Now I want to hear from you. Drop your perspective in the comments.